YouTube? It is I, Zach Mander. I'm too lazy to edit this, so you're probably going to see an OBS thing on the corner. But hey guys, it's I, Zach Mander. Welcome to my ICP Season 4 Draft Analysis. So yeah, welcome back to ICP. We're back for another season, so I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a blast. We're back, baby. My God. And yeah, I've been really excited for this season. I really love my team. So we're in a league with 14 coaches, including me. So 13 also coaches. Also awesome coaches. Their channels will be linked in the description. And with that, let's talk about the format and all that shit. So this is a high-tier Terra draft league, meaning the best of the best are allowed to Terra. So when I got into this draft, there was one Terra captain I was eyeing. But I got 10th pick, and that is a very unreasonable time to get this Terra captain. And it fell to me? Yeah, we got, in my opinion, my favorite Pokemon allowed in the entire format. And that is, I typed in Terra. Tornadus Therian with the Terra. I think this is personally my favorite Terra captain. This and Hydrapple. I like Regenerator. So I really like having my Terra captain do that. Terra Tauren is so fun. Really good speed tier. Check. Super strong sweeper. Check. Super nice defensive Pokemon. Check. Strong. Check. Fast. Check. Yep, Tauren just fills all the boxes I like in a round 1 pick. It's fast, it's strong, it's defensive, it can pivot. It just does it all. It gets Nasty Plot, it gets Bulk Up. So watch out, Twisted Games. You are getting reversaled. Fuck that Snorlax. It also gets a Tailwind, which is never being clicked. But yeah, he just gets a lot of good moves, lots of good coverage as well. And with Terra Blast flying, you're just hitting so hard. So if you don't want to rely on Hurricane or Bleak Windstorm, then yeah, it gets you Terra flying. So yeah, Terra Tauren, very versatile Terra Captain, which I really like my Terra Captains, and it's very strong. Now, I was originally going to get Team Blue, as I originally had Terra Tauren with that in the past. But an even better ground type made it to me in Garchomp. Garchomp gives me dual hazards just like Team Blue, but it also gives me a really strong physical attacker. This mod also gives me a Dragon type as well, and while my first 2 picks are beat to Ice, one of them can Terra, so it doesn't really matter. Garchomp gives me dual hazards, gives me a really strong physical attacker that can also sweep games. It gives me an amazing physically defensive wall, which pairs well with like an AV Tornadus. So yeah, I really like this Tauren Garchomp core. Garchomp is very offensive hazard setter, so it just applies so much pressure and can get the rocks, get the spikes. And Earthquakes are hitting hard on that 130 base attack, so I'm really stoked to get to use Garchomp. This mod is going to be so much fun. Now, we have to bring one Pokemon back for the season. From last season, and that was Jirachi. Well, the best steel type in my opinion. I love this mod so much. It is so tanky. It is so versatile. It gets Wish, Healing Wish, Thunder Wave, Encore, U-Turn, and lots of setup options as well. Very strong. There's just so many things Jirachi can do, and it's a very difficult mod to prep for, and I think it looks amazing with Garchomp and Tauren. It gives me an amazing Ice Resist as well, and a Fairy Resist from Garchomp, so it really syncs well with the Garchomp. I really like that core. So that's what I was going for. Now, the next Pokemon I actually drafted was, I really wanted Tentacruel. I've never used Tentacruel before. Blastoise was also gone, so I decided to go a different route with my Rapid Spinner, and I got Glimmora. Now, Glimmora is a Pokemon I haven't really used that much, but in SDA, I did draft it, and honestly, it's a very interesting Pokemon. It is honestly a very solid mod. Overall, it's very strong, and it's also another hazard setter for my team. So I can really pressure with hazards. People are really going to want to bring the removal because I'm just going to be send hazards. This is my second time using this mod. It's honestly been pretty fun. I really want to explore more of this mod. I haven't really used it. Like, I'm going to be honest, that season, like, it felt like I haven't got to use it properly. So now that I have another league, I feel like I try it more. So I'm really hoping I bring it to more games and use it more. So, yeah, Glimmora looks really fun. Gives me a removal option. Yeah. Now with the Tentacruel Snipe, I wanted a water type. And for me, I wanted another special attacker. Okay, what's that? I wanted a 110 speed tier. So I was going to get Ogerpon R-Flame that way. That's fine. TJP wanted it, so I was like, okay. I was also like asleep, and I didn't know he was going to take it, but it's fine. What's it called? Iron Moth was gone. Basically, all the 110 speed tiers that I wanted were gone, right? And it was between an overpriced Tealpon or Keldeo. And Keldeo, while a little expensive, I think Keldeo for the price is just so good. It gives me a 108 speed tier, not quite 110, but it definitely works. It gives me some priority with Vacuum Wave, and it also gives me an amazing pivot. Flip Turn is super fun. Secret Sword is such a good move. Basically, it makes it so it's kind of like a physical attacker. It basically just can't get fucked by Blissey unless it's Terra Ghost. So that's awesome. And like special walls are gonna have to watch out for its Secret Sword, which like really hurts things like Primarina and stuff like that. So Keldeo is just such a good mon at breaking those threats down. Against good setup with Calm Mind, it's a really good specs user. It's a decent Scarfer too. So yeah, I think Keldeo has a lot of options and gives me another pivot, which my team kind of needed at this point. Now, after Keldeo, I was kind of torn on what to get next. Now, I will say I made this pick. I changed this pick in Grace. So, I'll talk about the pick I made. I made Mandibuzz my next pick because I wanted another removal option. I realized I didn't make a box. That's fine. I'll just delete Torn. Okay. So, I got Mandibuzz because I wanted a second removal and I wanted a Dark type. And I wanted a Ground Immunity. So, yeah, that justified the Mandibuzz pick for me. I had Torn though, so it's kind of overlapping in the flying type, which I didn't really like, but I did really like Mandibuzz as a defensive piece, so I kept it for now. But I did change this. I'll just say it, I changed it to Low Kicks. Shoutouts to Amber and Onesie for giving me some suggestions. I was looking at other Dark types. I saw Low Kicks, I was like, is 10 expensive? 10 feels really high. And I even told Onesie, I'm like, dude, this mon feels so expensive, but he's like, dude, the mon fits your team though. And I was looking at it a bit more and I was like, dude, Strong knockoff is what my team kind of needed to knock off boots for my hazards, I felt. And also priority. Low kick seems really fun as well, so I've been really wanting to try it. So, yeah, got low kicks. Shoutouts to Onesie and Amber for suggesting this mod. I do really appreciate the help. They're giving advice to TJP, and I'm a Canadian. If one Canadian gets it, I get it too. I am greedy. But, yeah, it was really nice to get some feedback on the team, of course. But, yeah, low kicks, very strong. Bug type gives me priority. It's a very interesting mod. I've never used it before. I kind of got mixed feelings when I told my front office about it, where he's like, I've seen that mod do bad. I'm like, it's fine. Trust me. Low kicks will be very fun. I think low kicks is going to be awesome. So, yeah. I'm excited to try it out. The next Pokemon I drafted was Entei. And the reason I got Entei was because I wanted priority. I wanted a physical attacker. I originally wanted Ogerpon Armflame, but obviously that went, right? So I got Entei instead to kind of fill that role. E-Speed, Sacred Fire. Oh, I wanted Ceruledge. But Ceruledge got taken by Pup. And I was like, damn it, Pup, I wanted my mascot. So, I got Entei instead. I wasn't getting it. I wasn't getting Ceruledge anyway. Amber was also going for it, so I got Entei. E-Speed mod. Entei looks really fun. And honestly, for the 11 points it was, okay, I thought it was 10 points. I was going to say 10 points pretty reasonable. 11's a little high. But it gets good priority, gets Sacred Fire, forcing Covert Cloaks is always nice, or I just burn you, and that's really fun. It gets solid coverage, not the greatest coverage, but it's just a really strong, like, okay, I'm gonna burn you. It also gives me another Fairy Resist as well for Garchomp as well, so I think it really helps my core here. I just have lots of priority options, and I really like that. Now I needed a Fairy type. I really wanted Sylveon, but Sylveon went, and now the Fairy options are really garbage. And as much as I hate this mod, I had to draft Florges. Sigh, I don't like this mod, but I had to pick it up. It's not that I hate Florges, it's just every time I draft it, I don't bring it. And then I just like, I don't know, I just didn't vibe with it on the last team I had it on. To be fair, it really didn't fit on that last team I had it on, and then the time before it I had it in Ubers, and it was garbage, because it just wasn't bringable. But I think that in this format with this team, I think it really fits. I was actually going to draft Comfey, but I'm like, this Comfey's ass, bro. Like, why would I draft Comfey? I've never drafted Comfey. It seemed fun. Like, I always wanted to try Comfey, but not this time. So you got Florges, a really good Spadafwall. I think it fits the team really well, and that's what matters. It gets Wish support, which I really like. I don't want Drachi to be running Wish, because I want to use Drachi for other things, so... Yeah, I like having another Wish option. It's a good Calm Mind Sweeper as well, and it's just a really good Spadafwall, making my team really hard to break. Now, another reason why I dropped Mandibuzz is actually because I got a second hazard removal option. I originally wanted regular Rotom, a really comfort mod for me. I really like regular Rotom, but King County Mel's took it. Got you, King. I'm gonna get you for that one. But yeah, King's team is so good. Can we, like, I don't want to fight him. I'm forfeiting that game. But we got Bramblegas. It's it. And I'm honestly very happy with this, so thanks, King, for sniping me. I've actually really want to try this mod. Twisted loves Bramblegas, of course, so... Bramblegas, really fun mod. Gets another Spiker. So I just have a lot of hazards. It gives me a spin blocker and a spiker in one. It gives me a very solid physical attacker, and it also gives me a spin blocker. So yeah, this mon's gonna be really annoying. Strength stab, priority with shadow sneak. Yeah, this mon is gonna be super annoying. And the last mon we drafted was Terra Glaceon for 2 points. Now, I'm gonna tell you all in the 2-point mons, right? What electro types are in 2 points, guys? You wanna take a wild guess, because I wanted to get an electric type, okay? The dock is not loading on my laptop, but I'm gonna tell you right now there is a Furret in 2 points. Did I want a Furret? Not really. I wanted an electric type, though. I mean, there was like Terra Electra. I'm not bringing this mon. I mean, am I gonna bring the Glaceon? Maybe. But the reason I drafted Glaceon was because it gives me a decent special attacker and Freeze Dry. I think Freeze Dry is a criminally underrated move in draft. It is so hard to switch into, and it can force a lot of prep. And with Terra, I can Terra Ground, and this thing just doesn't have switches. Glaceon also has very solid bulk, and for a 2-point Terra Captain, it's really not that bad. And I think it adds enough utility to my team. It helps check some of my team's weaknesses, and of course gives me a Pokemon like Garchomp doesn't like on my team, so that's always nice. This has actually really good Fizz Def, so this actually is like a very solid, like, cheap Garchomp answer, so I think that having this on my team is great. Now, that is my draft for the ICP Season 4. Sorry I got a little lazy with it. I've been so busy. Destroyer's gonna talk some shit. I was gonna make some slides. I literally have the template, but it's 11:38 p.m. my time, and I want to go to fucking bed. So with that out the way, guys, I'll see you all for week 1. We're playing Stall, someone I've never played, but he's in other leagues. VDL. Check that, peep that upload. That upload is coming soon as well. So I'll see y'all then. Bye, guys.